Here is the latest Spinnaker Dumas, which still makes me think of the old commercial where the guy is calling his prospective employer Mr. Dumbass during an interview. But yes, this is the new Spinnaker Dumas, and it's mostly the same as previous versions I have reviewed, but now there are new dial colors and finally a link bracelet replacing the old mesh one. The mesh bracelet fit the vintage vibe of the Dumas, but many were not a fan of it, and it seems Spinnaker has listened to their customer base and added an oyster link style bracelet. So is this enough? Is this enough of an upgrade for the Dumas, or should they have done more? That's what we're here to find out. This is Don Evans from Watch Report. Now let's get on to the review. Without the previous Dumas in hand, I cannot 100% say it is exactly the same case as the last one, but it really does look like it. Little things I have noticed, like the Spinnaker font on the dial has changed, but that's normal for the brand as they seem to change it every few years, and pretty much this vintage hooded lug design case seems to be unchanged. On the screen, you'll see the specs and price, and when it concerns price, as always, look either on the Spinnaker website or around the web for coupon codes to get the best price. This is still a 44mm case, 16mm thick, and still has the Seiko NH35 movement, but I think realistically these can be had for about $300, which is not bad at all. Beyond the new bracelet, there are new dial colors, 4 to be specific. This one here, a bright orange with a light blue minute hand, and some intriguing colors such as blood red, as well as what they dub blue yonder, which is a bluish gray, and also a graphite gray and a more standard blue. The dial color here is very vibrant. The dial is easy to read with the large plonger style hands. And of course, these are large applied markers and a nice date wheel surround to make it stand out. And it pushes up off the dial as well. 24-hour time is still here, so this is quite a useful diver style watch, while being very bright and attractive with this shade of orange. Now the case, while unchanged, is still very nice, though I wish the crown was not high polished, and it could use a little more grip. It's not difficult to use or turn, but it could be a little bit better. The bezel, on the other hand, well, it's pretty secure, though. I wish it had a sapphire bezel to go with that sapphire crystal on the dial. Instead, it is mineral here, and the markings are Loom underneath. Bezel action is not very good, though. It is very hard to grip in a normal configuration, and it's tight to turn. It could loosen up over time, but as it is, it's not easy to turn at all. Now, because Spinnaker is not a micro brand and has a large array of models that are always selling out, they can afford to make large watches as well as small ones, like 38 and 40 millimeters, which seems to be the popular trend. But this one is still 44 millimeters, though with its short lug-to-lug of 48 millimeters, I really enjoy how it fits on my 7.5-inch wrist. But what about that new bracelet, you ask? It's not bad. It's pretty standard fare, but it's very solid, and it's not cheap looking nor cheap feeling. Has a good push lock button folding clasp, uses pins for sizing, but overall it fits the watch and it doesn't feel like they cheaped out with it. It's a large bracelet as well, easily fitting up to an 8.25-inch wrist with ease, if not more. The Loom is pretty good, as you can see, C3 Super Luminova, though the bezel Loom, due to the domed glass covering, does seem to distort the Loom a little, or at least your view of it. And a cute little touch is the crown is loomed as well, and though it is covered with the same glass, it looks a little distorted and fuzzy as well. Now, as always, I think you should get the best price for Spinnaker, but unlike a few years ago, I've been saying this a lot recently, Spinnaker has come a long way, and this Dumas model is even better than it was before. And if you can get it for around that $300 price, I think it's a good deal as well. All links are in the description. Please check us out on social media, and if you like this video, please give it a like, hit that subscribe and notification button if you haven't, and most importantly, I want to hear from you guys, so comment down below and let me know what you think of the latest Spinnaker Dumas. Did they do enough, or would you have liked to see more? As always, thank you for watching, and I will see you next time.